How many of you have known people? Let's take for instance, let's say you get a new job and your boss and some coworkers are really nice. But then after you get to know them, sometimes it might be a year, 2 years down the road, 5 years, 10 years. Usually sooner, as far as bosses go, but they turn into real assholes. Okay, let's take your ex-wife, for example. How about my ex-wife? Married so many years, and then further on down the road, their true colors really come out, what they're capable of. Let's say you go through a divorce. Instead of just going through the divorce, like, you guys don't get along no more, just get the damn divorce. Okay, but they want to destroy you. So all that is down deep. This is who these people really are. Sometimes you listen to politicians or somebody else and the slip of the tongue, what they really believe in their hearts. It slips out, what they hide from everybody, just like Satan. My son was best friends with some guy who was probably the most evil SOB I've ever known. But it took 5, 6, 7 years to figure that out. Okay, I knew there was something dark about that dude, but I never realized how dark he was. Probably the most evil SOB I have ever known. Anyway, guys, the point of this video is this. Okay, Trump is, the rumors out that he's running for re-election. A lot of Christians are in love with this guy. You're blind. You're deceived. Okay, and I've said a lot of things about Trump in my videos. I've exposed him over and over. From day one, man. They're all in bed together. But anyway, man, let me ask you guys something. Let's take Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. Let's take him as an example. This guy is a monster. Okay, many countries have a grip on their people. China, Iran. Speaking of Iran, they're going crazy over there because the police arrested some lady because she wasn't wearing her scarf right, and they killed her. So they're uprising over there. They're finally waking up. They're getting sick and tired of the government running their lives. Okay, this is what everybody should be tired of. Anyway, let's go back to North Korea. This dude is a monster. Okay, if you try to leave the country, he will. If he catches you, he will kill you. But if he doesn't catch you, he's going to torture your family, your grandparents, whoever. He'll rape your wife. He'll rape your daughters. And then he'll put them in prison camps. So this convinces people not to try to escape or get over the border or go through the rivers. On and on and on. This guy is a total freaking monster dictator. The worst of the worst. Okay, that you could ever imagine. Okay. Donald Trump used to be against this guy, but then all of a sudden he starts liking this guy for some odd reason. Okay, so when Donald Trump went over to North Korea, he had a big meeting with Kim Jong-un. I don't know, 4 or 5 days he was over there, whatever, kissing Kim's ass. Number one, if I had any message for North Korea, it would be to the 25 million people that live there to stand up for themselves and fight the government and its armies and overthrow it. Tea Party. That's what everybody should do, even in America. How corrupt this is here. Same thing. But anyway, Trump made a statement about Kim Jong-un, okay, that he idolizes, that he loves how Kim's people bow down to him and do as he says. Okay, they bow down out of fear, guys, because they know if they don't, they'll be killed. Trump literally let that slip out. Okay, once again, you gotta wait for it. You gotta let that stuff slip out, how these people really think. Okay, he said that he actually admires the way these people bow down to this monster, and that he wishes that the American people would bow down to him. He didn't say the American people. He said my people. So in other words, he's elected president. Now you and I and everybody else, we're his slaves. We are his people, according to Trump. Okay, he considers us to be his people. like he owns you, like he owns everything else, like he thinks he owns it. The casinos and the money, he think, okay, now I'm in power. I own these rats. I own these slaves. And he come right out and he said, I wish my slaves would bow down to me the way Kim Jong-un's slaves bow down to him. Okay, so that right there, ladies and gentlemen, if that doesn't change your mind about what's going on in this freak's head, then you're lost. Okay, you're not going to get it, guys. You're still in this matrix where you think you need to have somebody lead you and control you and tell you what underwear to wear and what, if you can have guns, if you can have what kind of cars to drive, how you're going to pay taxes, what you're going to do with your life, how you're going to do it, like your governments do. They tell you everything to do. If you can have water, how much water you can have, everything, guys. They control it. So anyway, and then on top of that, I was reading, I actually knew this, but I'm going to bring this up again. Trump's ex-wife, Ivana, who just died recently, she made a statement once that Trump kept a book at the side of his bed that he would read all the time. It was called Mein Kampf, and it was a book by Hitler. Okay? And it was titled My World Order. In other words, New World Order. In other words, Satanism. Okay? My New World Order. And Trump would read this book all the time. Okay, so and anyway, during an interview, Trump was asked about that book, and Trump immediately said, how did you know about that? And he admitted that he got this book from a friend, So my question is, guys, what kind of friends does Trump have that would give him a book that Hitler wrote about a new world order and how to control your people, how to kill people, and what to do, things of that nature, because that's what Hitler was all about. But apparently Trump kept this book on the nightstand next to his bed, and his ex-wife said he would read it every night. Little quotes of whatever Hitler wrote in this book. So that alone, guys, shows you how corrupt, I've said it over and over and over, these guys are all in bed together. These elites, the way they get you is they deceive you, just like the Bible says. They want you to be submissive to them again, Trump wants everybody to take the Satan juice. He did it himself. His family did it. He wants you to do it. On and on and on and on. So anyway, guys, I was at work last week, and this one guy that I work with, he likes Trump. Which fine and dandy, guys. I'm not beating up on anybody, but I asked him if he knew anybody that actually liked Kim Jong-un. I said, would you think that person is a monster, just like Kim? And he readily agreed. Even though I didn't tell him I was talking about Trump. I just simply asked him because I knew he likes Trump. So I said, if you knew anybody that liked this North Korean dictator, I said, what do you think about that? Would you respect that person? I mean, if somebody actually likes this guy, that means he's just like him. He likes this guy, man. He likes how his people bow down, because this guy will kill them if they don't. But he readily agreed that anybody who likes Kim Jong-un is a monster just like him. Well, you know what? He's probably going to watch this video. And there you have it. You're busted, man. You like Trump, but look what Trump did. Look what Trump is. That dude admires Kim Jong-un. So that makes him one of the same. Absolutely. But anyway, guys, the main thing is I made many videos about, a lot of the Christians that I hang out with and stuff, and they were all voting for Trump and going for Trump. Again, man, we live in this matrix where we feel that we need people to lead us and things of this nature, when really we don't. The government's got to go, man. It's a mess. They're corrupt all the way to the core. Anyway, man, I'm into this too long. I'm going to leave it at that. Maybe add a little bit later, but peace out. Take care. God bless, guys. Have a great day.